Good afternoon everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to Northumberland Zoo on YouTube. My name is Maxine and I work here. On today's episode I wanted to focus on our keepers because just this last week it was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week. So I kind of wanted to go around, catch a few of our keepers and ask them about why they got into zookeeping and what's their favorite animals and just learn a little bit more about them. It's a great kind of meet the team video. Also our head keeper put on a special Zoolympics event, which is where you do random zookeeper related fun tasks, and we did that after work one day last week, so I've got a few really cool clips from that as well.
If you put yours on with mine, it might weigh 25 grams. Honestly.
Game over. Oh, just go, 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 go. Hannah put loads of effort into it, and it was a great night for everyone who took part. So we look forward to either the Winter Zoolympics or next year's Summer Zoolympics as well. So anyways, let's go see if we can find some keepers. Hi.
Hello.
You alright?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good.
Good.
So Ben, last
Yes.
week was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I thought I would go around and say hello to some of our keepers. So do you have like a favourite animal or section at the zoo?
My favourite section is probably stock. So donkeys, ponies, all the cattle and stuff. I don't know why, just they're all dead friendly and they like to spend time with you, which is nice.
Oh, okay, so they're quite hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on, yeah. I do like working with the tapir and capybara as well. So yeah.
They're pretty hands-on too.
Yeah,
aren't they?
definitely.
Okay. And if you had like a dream zoo animal to work with, what would it be?
Probably rhinos.
Oh?
Yeah, rhinos or giraffes. Just anything African really.
Okay.
Yeah, cool animals.
When you're not at work, what's your favourite thing to do?
Sleep. Sleep or just go on adventures, other zoos, all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Just go
very
all over
good.
the place.
Yeah, cool.
Keep myself busy.
Very good. Yeah. So what are you doing now?
We're just making the burrow. So we're sort of making this frame, It's just going to come up. It's going to be on show. And then we're going to get some balloons and cover it over with more clay.
Oh, you found some balloons. Brilliant.
Blow it up.
Who's this for, though?
This is for Juanita, the Mexican red-knee tarantula.
Okay.
I think. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she'll be moving in shortly as soon as it's dry and all set. And then we'll get the other tarantulas to sort out after that.
And what do you think about like tarantulas and stuff like that? Do you like them?
I'm a bit scared of spiders, but I quite like our lot. Like I can handle ours, but one, because one just doesn't like people in general. But yeah, 3 of them are pretty solid, pretty nice. But yeah, I know all these ones now.
Very good. Cool. And then Ross here, you've been with us for just over a year? Is it a year? Year and a half now, yeah. What's your favourite section at the zoo?
Twilight.
Twilight.
All the bugs, reptiles, amphibians, and the bats.
Yeah.
Literally, bats are my favourite animal. And then after that, just love reptiles and stuff, so.
Okay. Very good. And what's your dream aspirational animal to have at the zoo?
Fruit bats.
Fruit bats?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well,
Yeah, I've always wanted to work with fruit bats since I was a little kid, so.
oh, okay.
Yeah, when we get those, like, I was buzzing.
You're happy now?
Yeah, I can die happy now. Yeah, I'm all done.
And when you're not at the zoo, what's your favourite hobbies?
Like playing games, bit of escapism, PlayStation, Planet Zoo, not really escapism, but
So do you design zoos and stuff on there? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, my wife doesn't get it. She's like, you've literally been at work at the zoo all day. Why do you want to come back and build a zoo?
Is there anything else that you feel like people should know about you?
Pretty private guy.
No.
Ben pretty much summed it up by saying, Ross doesn't socialise. That's me.
Oh well, very good. Oh well, this is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting there, kind of. I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just winging it.
Sometimes it's the best way, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so hopefully it'll all cover over. And we'll have like a little burrow coming up here. So the public can see her when she's in the burrow all the time. It'll be a bit darker, so she's more comfortable.
Oh, wicked.
And it's going to be all like planted, little succulents and things at the back. So she'll probably make her own burrow at the back, but we'll see. Gives the opportunity, good bit of choice.
Oh, that's cool, that. Cool. I'll go see who else I can attack.
I brought you some rebar, Ben.
Okay.
Rebar, we're going to leave it to that.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. Getting there.
What we've been working on this week?
Painting and concreting. So they're pretty much all themed now. That was the last one to do today. There's just that one left to paint. Then we've got to seal them. Then we've got to do the good stuff where we put the substrates in the plants and get them all decked out ready for the animals. So we're almost there now. It's taken a little bit longer than we thought, but we want to do it right. So
Yeah, that's it. And over here in the corner, we've got the rock and the tree painted. Obviously, this one was already done. The other video just needs a top coat of paint done in it. So yeah, it's looking really smart. So Lucy, it was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week, and you are still technically the zookeeper,
Yes.
kind of.
every other weekend.
Every other weekend, you're a keeper.
Yeah.
So what kind of got you into zookeeping?
I think I just always wanted to do it. There was never a moment in my life where I thought, oh yeah, I want to be a zookeeper after doing that. It was just always in my head to do it. I always used to visit London Zoo every year as a kid, so that was quite inspiring for me.
Okay.
And then got a job as a trainee keeper when I was 19. And it all went from there. Uphill, not downhill.
So do you have a favourite section at the zoo currently?
No, I don't have a favourite section. Carnivores has always been my kind of thing. I do love the carnivore section here, but I like the variety of all the different sections actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you had a dream ultimate animal at the zoo, what would it be?
Bears. Any bears, but Andean bears I've got a bit of a soft spot for.
Cool. Oh well, very good. And when you're not at work doing all of this mad zoo stuff,
Yep.
what's your favourite things to do?
It's usually planning all the stuff for the mad zoo stuff. I spend a lot of time doing like concept art and designs for enclosures and things like that because that's what I like to do. But then when I'm not doing that, playing with my dog. She's the best thing. Yeah, that's about all I ever do really. I'm quite boring.
Cracking.
Just want to get some painting done actually.
Gonna get some painting done. Awesome. Right then. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'll go see. No. I'm gonna go see if I can see any other keepers kicking around and attack them. Right. So, just gonna head down here. It's summer holidays, so it's super busy. I'm trying to avoid people, but we might bump into some more keepers in here. Nope, no keepers in there. Keepers do a really good job of like hiding out in places where you can't find them, just because that's like your mission at the zoo. When you're a keeper, you tend to try and just do all the little shortcuts and try and keep out the way. But we'll see who else we can find. So this is another off-show bit that we haven't actually been to. This is around the back of the bat house here, and we've got the heater for it as well. This is the keeper shed. So this is where all the keepers hang out. So maybe we might find a keeper in here. Let's have a look. Hello. You alright? Are there any keepers in here?
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, this is the keeper hideout. Head keeper. I've got you. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. Why do you want to work in a zoo?
So I actually want to be a vet, but I want to work with zoo animals as a vet.
Okay, an exotics vet.
So yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it started off basically when I was in reception. I got asked on my first week to write a sentence what I wanted to be when I was older, and I could only spell vet. So that's how it got in. And then like the more like I grew up, the more like I really like science and animals, and probably my favourite thing ever.
Okay.
I prefer animals to people.
And you're doing like a long-term internship here, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's coming up. I've just done a year.
Okay.
About next week, I think it is.
Wow, goodness me.
So,
Time flies by, doesn't it?
yeah.
What's your favourite section?
I like walkthrough because like they're probably a lot like fun animals like that everyone knows. But then I like different animals from other sections. Like big cats are probably my favourite animal. Like overall, like so I love the snow leopards. I like the armadillos. They're really cute. And then probably from like smalls, I think my favourite would be the tree porcupines.
The stinkiest ones of all.
Yeah.
So your favourite animal overall is the tree porcupine?
From the section that I'm working on at the moment, smalls, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, very good. And like, what would be your aspirational animal that you want to work with?
Tigers.
Tigers. Okay, wow. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any tigers here at the zoo, but you never know. Are you from round here? You're local?
So I'm from like Teesside, so
Okay, so not too far then.
not too far. Just like an hour and 20 drive every day.
Yeah.
But not that
Amazing.
bad.
So are you hoping to get a job based at like a veterinary surgery and work in a zoo, or work in a zoo as a vet?
Probably like work in a zoo as a vet.
Okay. Oh, that's quite a lucrative job there that
Yeah.
you're going for there. Oh well. Awesome.
That'd be very dream.
Yeah,
Big
that would be.
dream.
Well, go for it, man. You've got to go for it. If you don't try, you never know. Thank you for chatting. Right. Let's head round to the keeper kitchen, see who we can find. So again, we're kind of in the back kind of alley bit. We've got a big LPG generator in there, and that's what powers the kitchen. So down at the zoo, we're on single phase electric, which basically means you can't power anything. And we have to create a lot of our own energy. So we've obviously got biomass boiler there, it creates all the heating for the bat house. We've got a generator there that creates all the energy for the kitchen and the kiosk and that when we're busy. And then we've got masses of solar panels we just had installed as well. So there's a lot of energy going on. This door is open, so I'm going to see who's in here. See who we can attack. Hi kids, you alright? See what's going on in here. Hello. Hi. You alright? Yeah. It was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week. So I'm going around and catching keepers and just having a wee chat with them.
Ah, lovely.
So,
Don't look at what I'm doing.
why did you want to be a zookeeper?
golly gosh, I've always wanted to be a zookeeper. I'm Australian and I grew up with animals, and I was really interested in like the conservation side of things, and I knew the impact that, you know, people were having on habitats and things like that, and I wanted to help fix that. So that is why I wanted to be a zookeeper.
Oh, okay. And then here at the zoo, do you have a favourite section?
That's a really tough question because I actually like working with all of the animals we have at the zoo. I have favourite animals on some sections, but I wouldn't have a favourite section because I like a lot of variety. So yeah, in the parrots, for instance, Rico's my favourite. So yeah, I can tell you my favourite animals, but you're not supposed to have favourites.
You're not supposed to have favourites, but
No.
what is your overall favourite?
Okay, golly gosh. Well, maybe. You put me on the spot, Maxine. I genuinely. Oh, do you know what? Actually, this is a little bit underrated, but the mouse lemurs.
Oh, yeah, I like mouse
They are
lemurs.
dead cute.
They're mint, aren't they?
Yeah, and they've gotten a little bit more confident. So we are doing a little bit of training with them, which is quite nice. So yeah, I really like them. So make sure you spot them if you come to the zoo.
Yeah, wicked. And is there like an ultimate kind of dream animal at the zoo that you would like?
There surely is.
What is it? You're gonna tell us.
It's a gibbon.
It's a gibbon.
Yeah,
Can you do a gibbon impression, Kim?
I'm a really good gibbon impressionist, to be honest. I'm not going to do it for you today.
Why? You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Oh my god, I haven't done it in so long.
Yeah, but you can definitely do it.
Again, are you going to make me do this?
Yeah.
Just give me a second to warm up. Terrified the parrots, it's fine.
They got a really good flight out of it though, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Cracking.
Some enrichment.
When you're not at work doing zoo stuff, what are you doing?
I like going to the gym, so I'm exercising, or I am hanging out with my partner, watching movies,
Play with Lego.
Lego. Yeah, just keeping myself busy. I like going out on walks, and because we're in Northumberland, there's loads of places for us to walk around. So I enjoy going and seeing new places, waterfalls and things like that. So,
Nice
yeah,
one. Incoming.
she's my fave.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
I'll let you get back to your flooding.
Thank you.
Emily. So, it's International Zookeeper Appreciation, right? So, I'm going around and asking everyone just a bit about themselves, really, so that our audience can get to know you a bit better. So, what got you into wanting to be a zookeeper?
Usually like the aquatic side of things, that was the first thing I really did. Worked at Cranmouth Aquarium for a little bit, went down in Essex, been here, there and everywhere. But I'm quite local really, so I only come from Hartlepool, so being so close to the zoo is really something that I was interested in. I just really like animals, done a lot with hoof stock as well. So having the farm aspect here as well as all of the exotic animals is really something I was interested in as well.
So, is that your favourite section?
Yeah, I think hoof stock probably has to be my favourite. Fudge is probably one of my favourites. I know you shouldn't have them, but El Clydesdale is probably one of the ones that's up there right now. Yeah. And then kind of moving on to working with the tapir as well, part of the hoof stocks area is probably where I'd like to be the most, I think.
Yeah.
More recently birds as well, so just started training with the birds, so I came to do a lot with you today as well, which is something I'm also interested in. I like doing the presenting side as well, I'm quite eager for.
Is that like the bird of prey shows?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Oh, that'd be well good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. And is there any animals at the zoo that you wish that we had? Like, what are we missing that you really, really like?
I think it just has to be the hoof stock again. I think just any sort of antelope or it's quite nice to have the deer on site, I think, as well. But any sort of hoof stock is a bonus, I think.
Okay. And when you're not at work doing the zoo thing, what are you doing?
I like to cook quite a lot. Yeah, I like to read. Just a little bit of downtime, I think, because we have quite a physical job. So you don't catch me in the gym or anything like that. Definitely not. That's Kim, not me.
Oh, very good. Well, thanks for talking to us today.
That's all right.
You guys are doing a good job. Cracking. You two, don't go anywhere. I'll catch you in a bit. Right. So, it's International Zookeeper Appreciation Week, where it was last week. We're a little bit late, but I wanted to catch everyone really and just have a quick chat with them really. Shall we go in there where it's a bit less noisy? Right, Callum. Callum has just been promoted to one of our lead keepers. So,
yes, he has.
I know, well done. So, what is it that made you want to work in a zoo?
Gosh, I just love animals. And I've always liked visiting zoos when I was younger and just wanted to do something I was interested in, so it just felt natural to go down the animal route. And then obviously I volunteered here and that gave me a good little taste of it, and it sort of affirmed that I wanted to definitely do this, and then just done it ever since.
Yeah. So do you have a favourite section at the zoo?
I like the carnivores, but obviously you can't go in and touch all the carnivores, so I like the other sections like the hoofstock and the capybara, where you can actually get up close to your animals, so it's a nice variation I like.
A bit more hands-on.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you have like an overall favourite animal at the zoo?
The raccoons,
Oh, okay.
specifically Tommy and
Yeah.
Ralph, just because they're really funny. It's nice to watch. It's nice being in there with them because they're just super chill. They're not crazy like the other ones, just wanting to climb you. And then just watching them play with each other, it's quite cute. They have a little wrestle, whereas the girls are a bit more growly and stuff, so
Angry.
yeah. A bit more like a normal raccoon.
Oh well. And is there any animals at the zoo that we don't have that you would really want?
I think Binturong would be cool, but I think Wolverine, especially this last year, I've seen a couple of them and I think they'd fit in really well here as well, and I think they'd be quite a challenge, but a fun one to have here one day.
Okay. And when you're not at the zoo doing zoo stuff, what are you doing? What's your hobbies? Hobbies?
Going to see Barbie tonight, so really excited to go to the cinema tonight. Ryan's really looking forward to it as well. Yeah, just going and doing food, love the food, so going out with friends.
Being social. Completely the opposite to Ross, who doesn't want to know anything. Yes.
No, he's on his computer a lot, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, I like going out and doing stuff, so.
Oh, cool. Oh well, thank you very much for talking to us. Oh, do you have any
Pleasure.
favourite tattoos? Come on, tattoos. Let's have a look. What's your favourite one?
I
It's
like
like pick and
the
mix.
chameleon on the skull.
That is
That's
cool.
quite a nice recent one.
Yeah.
With the tan line as well, so.
He's changing colour, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then you got like a raccoon.
Yeah, I'm a raccoon playing cards.
Yeah,
Little dinosaur up there.
yeah, that's cool.
Not too
is
tall.
cool. Yeah. Right then, Ryan.
Ryan's turn.
So you've been at the zoo for how long now?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Where does time go? And what made you want to be a zookeeper?
I like being outside, so being outside all the time is great, and obviously I've got fondness for animals, especially some of the more exotic ones, so some of the carnivores, some of our I like capybara and tapir as well, so it's nice being outside all the time, able to work with them too, and do something different every day as well. You're never doing the same thing, so I like to mix up my days as best as possible.
Okay. And do you have a favourite section?
I do like the carnivores as well. That is one of my favourites. I do spend a lot of time on there. It's nice to be able to do some stuff with them, like the training, getting them some enrichment stuff as well. So it's always something a bit different too.
Okay. And is there any animals at the zoo that we don't have that you would like?
Let me get my list out. I love fossa. Fossa are great, really underappreciated animal.
Really obscure animals.
Jaguars would be great too.
Murder Don't
Another big
Kill.
cat, yeah. Something less murdery, like a carpy. A carpy would be cool. It's a nice little mixture between the zebras, obviously the giraffe kind of family as well, so it's a little bit more different. Mammals would be good, yeah. Callum shark too. What else? Some hornbills as well. I like hornbills, so they're a good bird species. That's a little taster.
Wow, that's a very big mix of very
Bit of a
difficult
headache,
animals
isn't it?
to
Yeah.
get. Okay, and then when you're not at the zoo, do you have any hobbies?
I like my sport, going to watch football. I'm a big fan of Formula 1 as well, so recently went to Silverstone to watch the British Grand Prix. Yeah, going out with friends, food, going to see Barbie as well. So excited to see Barbie. Yeah, that's the general gist of it, yeah.
Oh, wicked. Well, thank you very much
No worries.
for talking. I've already got you and I, so yeah, we're good. Awesome. Who's in here? Hello! You alright?
It's a bit messy on this table, but have a look at the other stuff.
Have a look at the other stuff. So, we've got Alison and Claudia in here who are organising their new kind of mini education classroom thing. We haven't really decided, have we, what's going on in here. But Claudia is most of the time a keeper. She has worked with us previously. She's rejoined us recently. This is like her third attempt.
I've come back.
And Alison at the back there, she's full-time education. But last week it was Zookeeper Appreciation Week. So I just wanted to go around and just ask the keepers some questions, really. So why did you want to be a zookeeper?
I just loved animals. I think like from a young age I always had like dogs and stuff, and I was always around them, and when I go to my friend's house I'd be like, dog, and like horses and stuff now. So I think just working with them is really cool because you don't get to do that very often. And to tell people about them as well is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a favourite section at the zoo? I know you're kind of retraining, aren't you?
Yeah.
But do you still have do you have a favourite one that you like anyways, regardless of being signed
I do
up?
love the ponies and the donkeys. They're obviously my favourites because they're so naughty, and I've always loved them for like, how many years the first thing is? For years now, they're literally my favourite thing ever. I think the hoofstocks are a really cool one because you get so many different ones, but you can be really hands-on with them. But then I do really like the tree porcupines as well. They're my favourite because they're so sweet.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And is there any animals at the zoo that we don't have that you would like?
I would love rhinos one day, or a pygmy hippo, or just a big hippo in general. But pygmy hippos and rhinos are literally my favourite animals.
Okay.
So I would love that.
Right.
It'd be
Okay.
very far away.
I'll put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
And when you're not at the zoo, what do you do? What's your hobbies?
What do I do? Hang out with friends, eat a lot of food. Literally, I've been to so many places this week. Just eat, and then watch films. They're not very exciting, so.
Yeah, but the zookeeper life is a very intense life.
Yeah, so you need a lot of chill time just to like watch films and eat loads of food. I don't know what else do I do?
I don't know.
I just eat, sleep, and nap. Bye.
Bye. Hey, it's Jay, everybody. Jay is our resident bat expert.
Yeah, hi.
How you doing?
Doing alright, you?
Good, good. Yeah, not too bad. It was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week last week.
Okay.
I'm slightly late, but I was just going around speaking to different keepers and just kind of, getting to know a little bit more about them. Okay. So, why are you a zookeeper? What made you want to be zookeeper?
Well, I was originally studying animal behaviour because I was really interested in like the behavioural side of things, like animal psychology basically. And then I wanted to go and study that in the wild and bring what I learned back into zoos, into practice into zoos. To do that, you first need to understand zoos and go and work at them. And when I started working at them, I decided that actually I really enjoyed it and I could make a big difference just doing this. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
And do you have a favourite section?
Birds.
Birds?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you do the displays and stuff now, yeah?
I do, yeah.
You enjoy them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And do you have a favourite animal then?
In the zoo?
Yeah. Here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here. It would probably be the lynx.
The lynx?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an unusual one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an individual or just all of them?
No, because I don't work with them, so I don't know them well enough individually. But yeah, I'm into the big cats. So.
Oh, okay, cool. And if we were to get another animal here at the zoo, what would you choose?
Jaguar, tiger, hyena, and polar bear.
That's very specific.
Yep.
Very specific. A lot of death involved in those. And when you're not at work,
yep.
What do you do in your free time? What's your favorite hobbies?
I'm quite a nerd, so I play a lot of D&D, roleplay, stuff like that, cosplay, things like that. So, yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. Cheers, Jay. Right, so, oh, the gimbal's gone a bit mad. I'm just stepped in a puddle as well, so we are winning. Really, really winning on the gimbal front there. Right, I'm gonna just nip and see who I can grab. So along here we've been doing a little bit of work. In one of my last tour videos I mentioned about potentially moving the parrots and moving the serval. Well, we have started working on that. So in the old goat paddock we've got Ellie there who's laying out the foundations for the parrot house, and at the very back there is the foundations for the serval house as well. So it's all happening. I'm going to try and catch as many keepers as I can, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. Got too many. I think we did like a staff count today and we've got like almost 40 members of staff at the minute, which is just insane. When you look back to like 2 years ago and we had like 12. I don't know what happened. So we'll go down to Links. Capybara all sunbathing, enjoying the sun over there. It's lovely now. It's not absolutely pouring down. So I guess we'll interview me while we get to Elizabeth. So I always wanted to be a zookeeper since I was like this big. In the States I used to watch Animal Planet religiously and watch the Croc Hunter Diaries, which was like the first ever behind the scenes zoo documentary based at Australia Zoo where Steve Irwin was, and I just wanted to work there. That was my mission. So I went and studied animal management and I got a job at Chester Zoo as a educational display education keeper presenter or something like that. I can't even remember what the job title was, but basically I did all the encounters. So anyone who wanted to go and meet the giraffes or the rhinos or whatever. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got Liam. Hey!
Hello.
It's Liam.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
You okay? Are you okay?
Yeah,
You look really
I just don't like
scared.
talking to the camera.
So it was International Zookeeper Appreciation Week last week. Don't look so serious. This is a good thing.
Excellent.
And Liam is obviously one of our keepers. And why did you want to be a zookeeper?
Just love animals. Yeah, so as initially I thought it was just going to be like cuddling animals and stuff, but it isn't. It's a lot of cleaning and that kind of stuff. But it turns out I like that too. So yeah, I've always wanted to work with animals. Initially I wanted to be a welfare officer for the RSPCA, but then decided I like more exotic animals, so that's why I wanted to be a zookeeper.
That's cool. And do you have a favourite section here at the zoo?
Yeah, I like working on the capybaras and tapir. That's like my favourite enclosure.
Okay, and do you have a favourite animal then?
Yeah, the tapir.
The tapir. Tobias the tapir. Okay, cracking. And is there an animal that you wish that we had at the zoo that we don't have already?
Yeah, orangutans.
You want an orangutan?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants something so different and scary. Okay, and when you're not at work doing zoo-related stuff, do you have any hobbies? What's your hobbies?
I like football. I like watching football. So I follow where I'm from, Preston, my local team. I follow them like around the country and stuff. So that's what I like spending my time doing when I'm not working here.
Oh well, wicked, cool. Are you enjoying life?
Loving life.
Loving life.
I
Cracking.
know it doesn't look like it all the time, but
Are you gonna go feed some orangutans?
I wish. This is for the wallabies.
Ah, very good.
Bye.
See you later. So anyways, yes, I got a job at Chester Zoo doing that weird job where I used to do giraffe encounters, rhino encounters, meerkat encounters, penguin encounters, and honestly, like I must have delivered over 1,000 different experiences in my short period of time there. I was there for I was doing that role for about 2 years, and then a job came up on the twilight section, which is the section that's got spectacled bears, aardvarks, red pandas, anteaters, all kinds of cool weird animals on it, and I worked as a keeper there. And obviously while I was there, my parents were back up here collecting animals, it seemed, and I moved back up in 2015. So that's kind of my history. My favorite animal at the zoo is probably the bats. The keepers are running away from me. They're on the other side of the raccoon enclosure there. I'm just going to catch them. But yeah, I really like bats. Animals that I would love to have at the zoo, I'm going to be even more complicated. I would love to have sea otters, which is just an impossible task when you have no water. So, but you never know, one day we might hit a spring or something. Right, who we got? We got Kaz.
Hello.
Hey. So Kaz is, oh look, Elizabeth's feeding the raccoons. They're herding down here. Kaz is one of our lead keepers. And last week, or this week, is International Zookeeper Appreciation Week.
Right.
So just going around catching everyone and just having a quick Chatola. So, why did you want to be a zookeeper?
Oh, that's a tough one, to be honest. I've always liked animals throughout my whole life, really, and I just love, I mean, for me it's carnivores all the way, absolutely adore them, and just love the work that zoos get involved with conservation and education, all that sort of side of it.
Okay, so is it this your favourite section then, carnivores?
Yeah, I've only just started learning it, but yeah, it's definitely going to be my favourite.
Okay, and do you have a favourite animal at the zoo already?
Oh, I do. It's probably Tobias Artavia.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
same as Liam.
adore him.
Oh, well, very good. And is there any animals at the zoo that we don't have that you really want?
It's always going to be cheetahs for me.
Right, okay. Literally everyone has said something completely different,
Right.
and I'm like, I can't achieve all of these things. Okay.
Yeah, cheetahs are just my ultimate favourite animal, so...
Have you worked with them before?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great to work with as well.
And when you're not at the zoo doing zoo stuff, what's your hobbies? What do you like doing?
It's mainly dog walking, to be honest. I used to do a lot of horse riding as well, so just generally animal stuff as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Thanks so
No
much.
problem.
And here we have on our right, this is Elizabeth. How you doing?
Good.
What you got?
Got some raccoon food. Yeah.
Are you
some pears.
Are you guys
Some
locking them in tonight, are you? Or are you doing meds?
We've just checked and the wind is not too bad tonight, so we
okay.
should be alright to let them out. But yeah, it's just their last meal of the day. Make it nice and sweet for them.
Very good. So, why did you want to be a zookeeper?
I've always loved animals. Always want to be around animals, and couldn't think of anything else I wanted to do. So I just thought I'd do this.
No, it's a cool job.
Yeah.
And well, do you have a favourite section here at the zoo?
I really love the carnivores. However, I do love the birds of prey. I never worked with birds of prey before until I came here, and yeah, I really love it. Really love it.
Amazing. So you do all the displays and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh well, very good. And is there an animal that we don't have at the zoo that you wish that we did?
I'm a tiger.
A tiger.
I love tigers.
It's going to be a carnival zoo soon.
Oh, right, okay. And did you say what your favourite animal was? Who exactly it was?
It was, it's Tobias.
Tobias as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Tobias is a popular boy, isn't he?
Tapirs are my favourite animal ever.
Of course
so,
they are. Yes.
yeah, just have to do it. Have to have him as a favourite.
And when you're not at the zoo, what's your favourite hobbies? What do you do?
I do go and visit other zoos a lot, like a busman's holiday, and the theatre. I love going to see the theatre, like musical theatre especially, like musicals and stuff. I'm a bit mad over it. So,
Wicked. Cool. Well, thanks so much, guys. I'll leave you to it because the raccoons are eagerly awaiting their afternoon munchies, and I shall catch you in a bit. Cool. Enjoy.
Thanks. See you later.
So there we go. That's our keeper team. Oh, look at these naughties. This is Misha. Misha's very recognisable because she has the dark coat, and that was Ralph behind her. But yeah, we've caught almost everyone. Unfortunately, Hannah is away. She's gone on holiday this afternoon, so we haven't been able to catch Hannah. But I'm sure we can catch her another time. But yeah, obviously, you know, we can't do what we do without our keepers. Our keepers do an amazing job at keeping the enclosures looking very smart and keeping the animals obviously very, very happy. Yeah, we have a cracking team. So for this Zookeeper Appreciation Week, obviously we appreciate our keepers very, very much, and we have a cracking team. So and we've got more that are joining us very soon, so it's only going to get better, right? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little episode. Get to know a little bit more about the keepers. If you've got any more questions or comments, or you want to talk to a specific keepers, then just drop a comment in the box below. And if you haven't done already, please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. Every subscription helps us. And hope you have an awesome week, and we shall see you next week. Bye guys.